Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to World of Warcraft Vanilla Classic and our Night Elf Warrior leveling campaign. Thank you guys for clicking on the video and joining me here today. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you are doing well. Stormwind is pretty busy here, 10:20 in the morning on a Monday morning for me. We are going to store some stuff in the bank, and then we are heading out to Westfall today. Do I even need to be holding on to rough stones anymore? We could make them, we could make these and sell them.
For the Alliance.
I mean, we could use them too, but we can primarily just sell them. We have better ones up here if we want to use some. It's probably pretty rude just to stand at the bank and craft in line. You know, there are people behind us. We can move out of the way, but I don't see who's going to make us. So these ones we'll keep. Level 5. They're probably not as good as we could make. If we trained, we might be able to make the next step up, but... And then we'll sell these other ones. That'll at least get some of the stones out of our inventory. Free up a couple spaces. I think I'll put the tin in the bank. Maybe I will just put all this stuff in the bank, except for the stuff that we're going to sell.
Light be with you.
I bought some simple wood and flint and tinder in case we wanted to do some cooking while we were out. And then we could sell maybe some of... Oh. We could probably sell these. I mean, we're getting the same amount of health back from the level 5 stuff. I don't have a recipe for this, do I? I don't have a recipe. Huh.
Light bless you.
Okay. There probably is a recipe somewhere, I just don't know where it would be.
Help you find something?
I probably don't need 2 stacks of food here. I'm going to sell both of those. We're going to keep this and this. And then we are going to sell those. And there we go. That is about as empty as the inventory can get.
Go with honor, friend.
We are up to 15 silver, which is still a terribly low amount of silver to have. We're taking the scenic route to get us into Westfall today. That's apparently what we're doing. The Mirror Lake Orchard. I wonder about these places if sometimes they are for class quests, for classes that I've never played in that area. Because we come across some interesting places that quests never seem to send us to. I don't really see a way to get up to that one. We could investigate more, but it's ultimately not a really big deal. It is only one node. Must have been on the other side of the way up. Well, here's some over here. We picked up a Gypsy Buckler of the Gorilla. It has strength and intellect. We don't need the intellect. We'll hang on to it though in case we don't find anything better for our eventual Deadmines tanking. Alright, let me figure out where I'm going here. Yeah, it would be nice to get to the road. Be a good idea.
Good day to you.
It was horrible. Verna woke me when she heard the ruckus in the fields. The fields were full of hooligans. We left in a rush and I forgot to pack my pocket watch. Verna's pa gave me that watch on our wedding day and I feel just sick knowing those thieves have it. I left it in the wardrobe at the farmhouse. Look for the field of pumpkins to the west, you can't miss it. If you bring it back to me, I'd sure be grateful.
See you around.
Good day to you.
I never thought the day would come when I'd leave the farm, but the fields are overrun with thieves and it's far too dangerous for us here now. As soon as Farmer Furbrow gets the wagon fixed, we'll be on our way. Maybe you could do me a favor. Let me scribble down my recipe for Westfall stew. Please take it to Salma Saldean over on the farm yonder. The Saldean farm is just beyond the fork in the road.
Safe travels. Hello.
And
See
poor
you
old
around.
Blanchy needs some oats, handfuls of oats. Out of bags that are kind of hard to see. Scattered around the fields. So we'll try to keep our eyes open for that. Okay, and we probably do want to head down to the Saldean farm to pick up the next part of the Westfall Stew quest. That being said, keeping our eyes open for oats is going to be a good idea because, like I said, they're going to be hard to find. They're going to be hard for me to find. Some people have no problems finding plenty of them. I'm going to come over here and check these fields. Not that I think any of these people would have left them behind, but there's a chance. Aha, here we go. So that's what they look like. They blend into everything around them.
Well met.
The killing fields, look at what happened to this place. These lands were once occupied by good farm folk, but the damn thieves have driven them all off. Not me, though. But it seems some harvest watchers have taken over the fields. If you're up for the work, I'd like you to go out and kill 20 of them.
Be careful.
20. I thought that was 15 for some reason. Was it not 15? It's 20?
Can I help you?
That Verna was always such a sweet lass. We'll miss her here in Westfall, but between you and me, she's a city girl at heart, and Stormwind will suit her just fine. But enough gossip. Now we can make Westfall stew. And Gortusk liver pie.
See you around. Need
And the
help?
cool thing is we will get the recipes for both of these.
Farewell.
Alright, so let's do some more tracking here. That's everything we have for now. Alright, so I think just combing the fields, looking for the handfuls of oats will be good. We can fight some of the Harvest Watchers. They're a little bit higher level, but it's not a hardcore run, so if we get ourselves killed, then that's not really a big deal. We can't make them bleed, which is going to suck. So I'm going to slow their attack speed, and I'm going to Demoralizing Shout them, and we're going to hope that it just kind of balances out. Because we're going to be missing some serious damage here fighting these guys. So I'll probably take them out piecemeal, like over time. I'm not going to focus all 20 of them because that's going to get really, really old. And the fights are going to be a little bit arduous because we're missing some of our damage. We could probably go right over and get the pocket watch too. Here's some oats. Sometimes they like to put the oats near buildings, so I'm kind of checking around. This would have been a good place for one. Here's one over here. And we missed the overpower. It feels bad. These guys drop Okra, but they're not eligible for the kill quest, so maybe we'll get the Okra we need from those guys. I don't think we should fight the extra golems just for the Okra when they don't offer anything else. Well, they offer engineering parts, I guess. We don't have the Defias quest yet, so we're not going to look towards those guys. And we don't need coyotes for anything right now. Says copper vein nearby. Looks like somebody just tore through here and took out all these guys. That's useful to us because it means we can loot some of these. Were these all clickable? All these... Oh, they couldn't have been. Maybe they were. Now we got the one. It's better than nothing. Let's check behind the buildings. We have to go inside here to get the pocket watch. There's usually at least 2 enemies inside, maybe 3. But they should be a lower level, I think. Well, they're level 13, which is not even a green, so it's not really low. Well, today there's just the one guy here, which suits me just fine. I see the second oats. I thought maybe he was fighting to get to it, so I didn't beeline for it this time. But maybe he either isn't or doesn't see it. In which case, it's now fair game. let's move out for a second so we don't get right back into combat. Let's go grab this copper. I see some oats back here behind the house. I think I might make for that because our buddy Paladin over there either didn't see it or doesn't need it. Hoping to find some more oats over this way, but I'm not seeing any. He aggroed really, really fast. I did not expect his radius to be that wide. Didn't get the charge off there, unfortunately. So this will be 7 out of 8. We just need to find one more somewhere. We don't have to fight all these guys now, and we're not going to. We'll be able to work on them a little bit later when we're doing one of the Defias Brotherhood quests. But I would like to get all the oats. So we have all the Gortus snouts we need, but we're still looking for livers. Eventually, if we hang out in the field long enough, the one out here in the middle will respawn. That could be the strategy we go with to find our last one here. Kind of surprised he didn't aggro. Happy that he didn't. We could check inside the barn here again and see if any of these sacks of grain have respawned inside. Just some battle going on here, no big deal. Sorry guys, excuse me. See myself out. Nothing going on back here either, or by the outhouse. Usually you can find a couple around this place. Sometimes there's one out front. Either not today or people are just grabbing them as soon as they pop up. Which I would definitely believe. How many people are here today in Westfall? Well, there are 35 people between the levels of 12 and 18. Which is quite a bit for 11 o'clock in the morning on a Monday. I do feel like we're starting to waste our time here in this field. I don't like the look of that. Maybe somebody aggroed them all and they're resetting. I'm going to back up. I just don't like the look of that at all. Yeah, didn't know where they were going to reset to, but yeah. Hope the person they were chasing is okay. Although it's not a hardcore run, so they're probably fine no matter what. And yes, I do have to remind myself all the time that we're not playing on hardcore. Otherwise, I just kind of forget. We've already fought so many of these guys, we might as well just finish this quest while we're up here looking for this last sack of oats. They do beat on us. When we can't rend them, they have a lot of time to pummel us. Thankfully, we have some pretty strong healing options going on right now. We do have our heavy linen bandage. I worked on that a little bit yesterday. Did some fishing as well. So that's where we're at with our cooking and fishing. Which might be the highest I've ever leveled either. I'm not 100% on that, the hunter might have got a little bit further. Hardcore hunter. Alright, here's our last sack of oats. But this guy will be 16 out of 20, so we're going to finish the rest of them off right around here. And that way we're just done with it. We can avoid them for the most part in the future. We have options to fight them elsewhere, but we can also easily avoid them in those places. And I'm fine doing that. So the oil that we're getting, we're going to hold on to for one of the lighthouse quests later on. If it starts to be an inventory problem, we'll just run out there, turn that quest in, and not do anything else. Just to get it out of our inventory. And the hops, I think I'm just going to sell the hops. I hang on to it usually to give to a dwarf in the northern part of Westfall, but he doesn't even give you experience the first time you do it, so I just kind of value the inventory space. He gives you a beverage, and I don't think it does anything super useful. So I will probably be selling the hops.
What can I do for you? Go with honor, friend.
We need one more. Right now there are none spawned in these fields. We'll hang out here for a second. We could head out further to the west. We could do that. But I feel like if we give it a minute, something is bound to respawn here. So let's just relax for a second. You know, you guys know I hate running in circles, so I'm just gonna stand here for a minute. It's kind of like the whole "a watched pot never boils" type of situation. A watched field never respawns. Okay. 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 I'm gonna take the hint. We're gonna leave. We'll go turn in the oats, and then in the pocket watch. And when we come back down here, maybe there will be a couple of guys to fight. We shall see. Let's come over here and grab this copper really quick.
How are you? See you later.
So that gave us a bag. How many slots is that? Hey, it's only 4 slots, but it's better than 0 slots. I love it. We'll take it. Thank you so much.
What can I do for you?
My watch, thank you so much, kind lady, but we are but poor farmers and we have lost our land, but please accept these as reward. Milk and bread.
See you later.
And hey, we hit level 16. That is actually pretty awesome. Alright, now I believe it's probably time. Firstly, we'll make one stop at Seldian's farm. We'll kill one of the harvest watchers that have undoubtedly respawned, right? Undoubtedly, we have a field full of watchers to pick from. And then we'll head down to Sentinel Hill. Are we gonna... Yeah, there we go. Jeez. Yeah, see, it was a bit arduous, guys, but now it's done. We don't have to deal with them anymore. Oh, man, on the warrior, it feels so bad when you gotta fight stuff that you can't make bleed when you're doing the arms spec. Elementals are gonna give us the same problem. Ugh. Elementals are gonna give this spec the same exact issue. The alternative is, Fury. Crit Strike, off the bat, Battle Shout. I'd probably go with Crit Strike. Melee attack power. Oh, that's demoralizing roar improvement. Probably unbridled wrath. Yeah, I've never really liked Fury. I don't know. Good work, friend. You have earned your pay well. Who knows? Perhaps Westfall will prosper once again.
For the Alliance, King's honor, friend. Light bless you.
Alright, hey, we're actually doing pretty good as far as silver now. We've got like over 40 silver. Quite impressive for us on this run, as we have spent most of the time completely broke, unable to afford our abilities. And speaking of abilities, we're going to have some level 16 abilities to take a look at here. I think we'll get down to Sentinel Hill. I'll grab a couple of the quests, and I think I'll set my Hearthstone over at the inn. And then we'll fly to Stormwind and go visit our warrior trainer. We've been parried, we've missed, and he's dodged our rend. We tried to rend him 3 times. He dodged, we missed, he parried. We never got a rend on him. It's incredible, actually. Killed him nonetheless. Never got the rend. We did get the vulture meat we need, so now all we're looking for is Murloc eyes. We can find them up to the north. We probably should have grabbed them when we were up there, honestly. I always forget about the Murloc eyes for that quest because, you know, it's not really a food item. You don't really think about eyeballs when you're thinking about stew unless you live in Westfall, so...
Light be with you.
Ah, so my friend sent you here. How kind. Well, the Stormwind Monarchy has abandoned our cause. Now it is up to the People's Militia to keep the land free from corruption. If our cause interests you, I can put your combat skills to use in the name of freedom. The People's Militia has but one goal, to defend the lands of Westfall and return peace to our surroundings. Unfortunately, the price of peace is often blood. One of my scouts has brought word of a band of Defias trappers wreaking havoc nearby. I have reports of Defias trapper sightings near the Jangalode mine to the northwest, as well as the Molson Farm and Furborough Pumpkin Farm. If you seek to join our ranks, slay 15 Defias trappers and 15 Defias smugglers, then return to me.
Go with honor, friend. Need help?
And then the Defias Brotherhood. The band of wretches responsible for driving the good people of Westfall from the land call themselves the Defias Brotherhood. I need you to infiltrate this gang of thugs. We need to know who heads up the cartel and where they are hiding out. In Lakeshire, at the inn, there's a rogue by the name of Wiley who owes me a favor. Travel to Lakeshire in Redridge, east of Elwyn, and find out what you can.
Light bless you.
You need something?
Stormwind has abandoned us. A foul wind of depravity rustles through the plains of Westfall. This was my homeland, and I will not turn my back on the citizens who choose to remain here. We, the former farmers, shall make our stand. Your task, should you choose to accept, is to patrol the grasslands of Westfall. Track down and slay the vile gnolls that seem to be working with the Deadmine thieves. Bring me 8 gnoll paws and I will reward your bravery.
Be careful.
Alright, let's head over to the inn. We'll bind ourselves there. And we'll jump on a flight.
King's honor, friend.
The Defias front is constantly shifting. I've been following their movements for quite some time now. On a side note, I've ascertained that many members of the gang can be tracked by the red leather bandanas they wear. Bring me 15 of these bandanas, and I'll see to it that you are rewarded.
For the Alliance.
You need something? Be careful.
Alright, there we go. We are bound. We do have a talent point. When I was looking over here, it wasn't to spend this. It was just kind of looking at the Fury Tree in general. Coming back over here, we don't have anything too exciting. I'm going to go with Improved Charge. It's going to give us some more rage. That's pretty exciting, actually. More rage is... well, it's all the rage, you might say.
Hey there.
Alright. Oh, well, that's too far. There we go.
Safe travel.
Hey, at least we can afford our flights now. We're not so broke that we can't afford to fly. And that's a relief. Alright, our trainer is this way, I believe. It'd be cool to see some guys like out here practicing with the equipment and stuff. Swinging away at some of the practice dummies, maybe. That's like saying, though, it would be nice to see more NPCs doing things, because of course it would. That would help with immersion.
What can I do for you?
Alright, so what do we have? We have the next rank of Heroic Strike, 20 silver. Mocking Blow we're going to hold off on. Revenge we're holding off on. Shield Block. I mean, we're going to have to get these things eventually. If we want to tank, you know what I mean? Okay, well, we're making a dent at him.
Careful.
We're making a dent at him. We're not where we need to be yet as far as money is concerned, but we'll get there eventually. We're doing okay. And guys, I think I'm going to take a break here for today. I think I might hang around and do a little bit of crafting, though. Let me see. Everything's shoved into the bank, right? So yeah, I might do that later on. We'll level up the blacksmithing a little bit, probably do a little bit more fishing, and go from there. Thank you guys for being here for it. Let me know what you think so far. I'd love to hear from you. And until next time, take care of yourselves out there in the real world. And take care of each other. And we will see you back here again sometime very soon. Bye for now.